All aboard!
The Graeme and Joe Show.
Excellent. Well, happy Bank Holiday Monday, Graeme.
It's great to be here, man.
It's a holiday for the banks. Because they're working so hard. Just you spending all the money. Spending everyone else's money.
Oh, such bankers.
Absolute bankers.
Nobody likes the banks.
Remember they used to be like when we were young.
Except for bankers themselves.
Bankers themselves, and they love bankers.
Oh,
they think they're the best.
They
They're
really
like, they're like, we're so great. You guys couldn't do anything without us. And we're like, we probably do fine. Better even. Remember bankers used to be, when we were young, like it was a real like old, boring, fusty job. And it was like, oh, the bank manager, he's such a stick in the mud and he's so boring and sensible and it's all just blah. And then after 2008 everyone realized, oh no, bankers are insane maniacs who just are like the guy
cocaine.
The guy in Vegas at the wheel just coked out of his mind with two prostitutes going, let it ride, double it down. No sir, I think you need to walk away. No, we're gonna do this. More mortgages. We were like, oh, okay, that's who you are. Great. Well, that's happening a lot with everything. It seems to be one by one all these big institutions that are real like you thought knew what they were doing are being revealed to like not know what they're doing at all.
No,
they're still arguing. Yeah, they're just like, look, we don't have a clue what we're doing, but we're in charge, so just shut up
And listen to what we have to say. Yeah.
So it's going to be fun in the future.
I mean, it goes from the very top down.
It does.
You know?
It really does. I think that's why, maybe that's why people electing like Donald Trump and Brexit. I think that's the voters maybe realising, just going, you know what? Screw this too. Let's all have some fun. Let's just do the stupidest thing
Screw
possible.
the system.
Yeah, let's just go crazy. Let's mess it up.
Let's really throw them in the deep end.
Yeah,
see
exactly.
what they're all about.
Let's let this guy run it and see what happens.
Yeah.
But I noticed you got a little haircut there, Graeme.
I did.
Special?
Yeah.
Special request?
Yeah.
How long had it been?
Probably from before Christmas.
What?
So
Your
it's
hair is
getting-
impossible to tell. When it gets to a certain
It just
curl.
curls in itself, man. And then, but like if it gets too long, it turns into the like little pigtails,
the little
like proper pigtails.
what's it called? Shirley Temple.
Shirley, yeah, exactly, man.
The
Yeah.
good ship,
So
lollipop.
I decided just to take it down.
That's
and,
good. Looks sharp.
Just make
You look like
just
someone who would do something.
handsomify myself.
Handsomify yourself. Little, like a man.
Yeah.
Short back and sides.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
So I treated myself to a haircut. And,
Did you go to a place or just
I was going to have one of those days again, you know. Remember like the day I had when I went through town, got me colonic, and then went for got the.
So you should tell everyone that.
It was like a pamper day for
A
Graeme.
pamper day is a colonic.
Yeah, man. Feel fresh. Have you ever had a colonic?
I have not.
Well
actually.
then,
I can't
therefore,
talk.
how dare you?
That's fair. That's
Huh?
fair points. I don't know what it feels like
When
to
you
get
have one, man, you
water
feel-
squirted up my arse by a stranger in an
You
office.
feel free, man. You feel like a weight's been lifted.
It's true.
You're
Did you?
just bouncing through town.
Was it like Jackass, that thing when he did it, where they have like the weird clear tube so you can see all
Yes.
the gunk come out of you?
It was like that.
That's kind of sad. That's like picking a spot
It's
or
like-
something. Joe, and you're like, oh, look at all the gunk.
So basically, there's only that initial thing where they put the thing up your bum.
That moment of awkwardness.
That
you might
moment you might feel a little, you know. I was like,
You might feel a little. You might feel a little. What was I going to say? I can't think of the words. Oh, it doesn't matter. You might feel a little confused about who you are.
a little discomfort.
Yeah,
I think there
or a
was.
little excitement.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
Uncomfortable
Suits your
excitement.
fancy, exactly.
I was like, let's see what happens
The
here.
best kind, Doc.
And there's just that little thing, and then once it's in,
Is that the noise
it's
it
like,
makes?
yeah. No, more like. But once it's in, they just pump the water in, and then she's like, when you feel pressure, you know, just let me know. And then she releases some sort of valve that sucks all the stuff out.
Wow.
Then, and then they pump up, and then as the longer it goes
Just
on,
keep doing-
yeah, but that's pretty much it. But then the longer it goes on, the more water you can take. Do you know? So then it fills you up more.
Are you sure this wasn't
It
like
fills you up more and then sucks more out.
the Kit Kat Club or something, or Berghain or one of these places?
I don't even know what that is.
Is it like the kind of Berlin sort of swingers clubs? techno sex places, techno sex clubs.
There was no techno and there was no sex involved. It was just a colonic irrigation, Joe.
Standard colonic irrigation.
I don't know what thoughts you have of
It's just
like
funny. Hey, look,
colonic
I'm trying to-
irrigations.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm asking for information.
Well, somebody said it to me before. It was a friend of mine got
Yeah.
it done.
It's
And
supposed to be
I
good
was
for
like,
you.
oh man, it was great. You should get it done. And then I, of course, one of these city deals.
Yeah, that's
or
what it was.
One of these
Don't leave that
things
bit out. If I had it
was
in
it-
full whack, you wouldn't have gone.
No way, man. You're paying full whack for.
You go.
I don't pay full whack for anything,
If
Joe.
it's what were they called? Groupons. If it's a
Yeah.
Groupon going, you will do anything.
Yeah, oh,
If
yeah.
a Groupon for lion taming or like fighting a bear, and you'd be like, it's only a $5. Climb in.
yeah, absolutely, man. Lion taming? How much fun would that be?
Get back. In
Yeah.
your chair.
But I got one. I got a Groupon for that, and then
Do-
got a
you know, let's
Groupon
go back,
for
though. They
yeah.
pump more. You can take more water the more they pump in.
Yeah.
So
and
it's
then you're
coming
like,
in and
I'm
going
gonna
out.
really fill up my.
You're like, come on, more.
Yeah, I'm gonna fill
Turn
it
on
up
both
now.
taps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they said the more you do it, the more you're able to take, and then obviously the cleaner your bells and your all that sort of stuff become.
It's supposed to be good.
So
for
then
you,
once
isn't it?
it's done, you do feel like when
Taste
I
on
walked out. Well, that's because the evacuation after the old colonic irrigation is crazy.
So you gotta like run to a toilet.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Is it hard
when
to
she takes
hold?
the hose out, it's like you run into the toilet and it's just
This
like
woman is a very
an
loves her
evacuation.
job. So she just go like this, toilet's there.
And it's lovely. There's all scented candles everywhere.
Yeah, they always
It's
do
all
that with
like-
those places. It's always like
Yeah, yeah, it was nice.
just little low lighting
That's
and
pretty
stuff.
much
Little
it.
mag.
It's like, do not go in there. Woo!
But this woman is so she just like that's the toilet. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna yank this. You just gotta go, buddy. You
Yeah.
can't put your pants on. You can't. You just gotta go. Do you just
Oh,
shuffle? Do you go?
There's no time. Run like the wind.
Do you hold? Do you have a little towel or something? Modesty
Yeah.
towel.
A modesty towel, yeah.
That's how they go. And there's always something funny about having a top on and no bottoms on, isn't there?
Yeah.
It feels funny.
Yeah, it is strange. On
I don't know why, but you're just
Yeah.
like, hello.
Oh, I think you have one of those like little, you know what you get in hospital if
A
you're going in for
smock.
surgeries.
So you take all your clothes off.
No, you can leave your t-shirt on, like, but you have the back open.
Oh, a little.
So she can get the out.
So you're
She
okay.
can
So
find
she's just there.
the target.
Did you feel the need to like prepare yourself going in? Did you have to like?
Not really, no.
You didn't do a little bit of
No, I was just like
aftershave or something
I
down
was
there,
just
little
no
pre-rinse?
No,
No, you were just like,
it wasn't
whatever's
like
there, baby.
it wasn't like getting the vasectomy or anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
There was no prep involved.
No.
It was like you go in hairy hole and you're grand, you're good to go. Like you know.
Did you even have a wash?
Oh, of course.
You're very
Well, I
clean
shower
anyway.
every day.
You do, which is commendable.
Yeah, sometimes twice a day.
Just
For the crack.
Just yeah, just
love the feeling
lathering
of a
yourself
shower
in there.
on.
You seem to like liquid cleaning
Yes.
of all types.
And then after I'd done my little colonic and came out feeling free and easy,
Yeah.
went straight into the is it Georgia Street shopping centre
The
or
arcade,
the arcade?
yeah.
And they had one of those places where you had the fish
Oh, the
nibble
fish
on your
feet.
little
Yeah,
toes.
remember them? They used to be
nibble on your
huge.
feet. Yeah, they had to stop them because they were spreading disease or something. It was like basically
I did
using
one
the
of them
same
away.
fish. You know, so if somebody was chewing on somebody's
This little
feet,
slutty fish was just going and going. Or a little slave fish being like, God damn it, I gotta
Yeah.
eat this guy's toes. Next, another toe. I
Yeah.
did that in a holiday in Crete or somewhere, I think.
funny feeling, isn't it?
Weird. It is weird. And again, you're like, I guess this is doing something. He's definitely chewing on my toes. But how did they figure that out? These little fish just like eating dead skin, is it?
I'd say they must have just been sitting by a pond one day and had their feet in
It
the
was like,
pond,
ooh.
and then the fish came up and started chewing on their feet.
Yeah. And then they took the feet out and they were like, wow, my foot is
My foot has never
smooth
felt.
and it looks like 15 years younger. It's just these old feet come in. It's like, ooh, little baby
Little
feet.
baby feet walking around on the granny body.
If you let them in too long, yeah, they come out like skeletons or something, like really gentle piranhas. You're just like, yeah, no.
Never
So
fall
nice.
asleep with your feet in
Jump
one of those.
in one of
tanks.
those pods.
No way.
You get in longer. Maybe put your face in and you come out really young.
Yeah, but those.
Now
Yeah,
they
so
have to
that
get
was a
more.
great day.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of new experiences.
So now it's just haircuts for me now, really.
Yeah, you wouldn't get away with the COVID fish now, would you? You
No.
wouldn't get something shoved up your bum in town for 20 quid
Oh.
now anymore.
Well, you could get it done for free somewhere, I'd say, if you wanted.
Well, in an official premises, maybe. Yeah.
I'd love an L massage though, man. Man,
Yeah.
to get an L, like, you
Body
know,
to body, just a
back, like just a
Sports.
back, neck, shoulders around there, like one of those again. But they're bloody pricey, man.
They are expensive.
Oh,
I can't do
€100
I
for
went
like a good back massage.
a good,
these
yeah.
days.
I only ever had one in my life. Someone got me like a voucher for it.
Here we
Said
are,
I'd
man.
never got
Vouchers,
one.
baby.
Yeah, I know.
Was it a Groupon?
No, it was. Maybe it was it? Because it was an opening thing. The guy just started off. But I couldn't relate. I can't relate. I'm too awkward.
So I
what's
talk all the
massaging
way
me?
through them,
Yeah,
like,
I just. How are you doing?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
going on? Yeah. And they're like, "Is that good?" You're like, "Yeah, sure, it's great."
I had to make
So-
a conscious effort not to talk with the last time I went in, but I asked for a medium massage that time.
Medium.
Yeah, it's
Not
like
well
it's
done.
like soft, medium, or
Rare.
hard,
Rare.
basically.
Yeah.
And I was like, use an L medium. I think I need a medium, and it was way too hard. It's just like the whole time through it, I was like,
Was it a guy?
Oh my god! And
Was it a guy doing it?
no, it was a woman.
Wow, that's even better.
Yeah,
then.
and there was a guy. I had a guy before who was a kind of student.
Yeah.
Before do one on me for like prep for an exam or something like that, like, you know.
Sounds-
And even then, I was like, "So, how long have you been massaging for?" You know. It
How
must
long
be-
is the course?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you have to massage dummies, or is it like just I'm the same. I can't not.
Yeah. You have to make a conscious, like if you're like that,
Yeah.
make a conscious effort next time just to try
Stare at
breathe.
the floor.
You do your breathing
Do
techniques.
breathing exactly.
Yeah.
They're creepy though. You'll get someone. It's hard though. It's It's not even someone touching it. It's that chatty, weird, awkward Irish thing where we don't like American people are very comfortable with people like serving them. They just kind of talk to people like, "Thank you. Yes, bring this here. Now, give me those 3 of them, please."
Yeah.
Whereas we're like, "Sorry, do you mind? Could I? No, it's okay. No, actually, here's tenner. You take that. I'm fine." It's like you don't know how to do it. No.
Yeah.
So, okay, we get a massage and try not to talk. It could be a good challenge. What if they talk to you though?
They never will.
You sure?
It's in the training. It's
It's
in the training. It's been drummed out of them, like, or beaten
the
out of them.
massage therapist oath they have to
Don't
take at
you?
the start.
Did you just say hello to him?
Did you say how's that? Did you ask him how that was? You should know how it is. You're the one giving it.
They are amazing though, man. When they do it right.
They crack it out.
I got one in Thailand before, and it killed me, man. Those
Yeah.
Thai massages are all elbows and knees.
Yeah, they go for it. I think they're taking the piss half the
Standing
time.
on your,
They're like
they're literally just trying to hurt you.
These Western pricks they won't say anything. They're like, "Oh, thank you." Everyone's up there dancing on your back, like your mates taking pictures of her.
Like
and
a
stuff.
Joe Pesci on
Yeah,
their back,
exactly.
like just stomping. Take that! Tia, tia. Oh
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Proper good.
Only get a Thai massage. I just want to get a nice soft back neck massage.
like-
That's all I want. No, just like those ones where they go yeah, all down your back, and
Did they do that?
yeah,
Or
they
just
do
not
all
like
these
this?
cool things now where it's like where they cross
think they're
hands
like,
and stuff,
what?
and it's like, what way did your hands just go on my back there? Do that again. That was amazing.
Sounds a little suggestive. So what? Do you think they're still innovating massage techniques?
Yeah.
I thought it was just the old.
Oh no, it's
Rub
not just
the
that
neck,
one.
no.
Oh. Do you know what I'm gonna get? When's your
What about
birthday?
this one? Did
When's
they
your
still do
birthday,
this
Joe?
one? Did they still do this one?
Yeah, they still do that, and the clap, the thing
The
where it's-
slappy one. I don't know if I
back.
need that.
you should get it, man. It's
I
amazing.
don't know. No, I'm not getting that for my birthday. Don't give me that.
That's what I'm getting.
I
you.
won't go.
You're getting it,
I won't
and
go.
you'll go, and you'll be awkward. You feel awkward for an hour.
Really awkward. I'll come out so much more stressed and wound up than going in.
that was horrible.
Jesus, I'm so tense after that.
Try and relax.
I will.
Try and
It's the
relax.
great- yeah.
No, that's the massage person saying
Oh,
it to
sorry.
you. Just try and relax, will you?
I'm really
I am
trying.
relax.
It's that thing of like those oxymorons where it's like try and relax, put some effort into relaxing. You're like, can't do it. It's the opposite of what it's supposed to be. So you want massages and haircuts. Would you ever get a head massage? Combine them?
Oh yeah,
Some guy
I love
going,
now.
"Ooh,
Head massages are
ooh."
great. Or get an old.
Did someone
Yeah.
do this to you now?
Huh?
Did you go to a place or did you do it yourself?
When? What, a head
Your
massage?
haircut. No, your
my
haircut,
haircut.
sorry.
No, I went to the local barber, Des
Yeah.
Barbers in
Back
Edenderry.
swing. Yeah?
Yeah.
Did it know
Very
about
nice lady called Teresa cut me
Yeah.
hair.
Take it long?
She's lovely. She lives in.
You don't tell us where she lives.
No, but she lives near. She lives near us, like, so she knows. It was like making
knows
proper
you.
shout, going, "How's your mother-in-law?
Oh, okay.
How's your wife? How's this
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah." But she was She was lovely.
Okay, that is the thing with barbers where
I think she did a good job.
she did a very good job. She made your head
She
look
gave me
normal
exactly
shape.
the way I wanted it.
Yeah, she made you look like you have a normal head. And we all
And
know.
now I go back for my next haircut in 6 months.
6 months. When your curls, when you pull a curl out and go, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, my hair's actually 4 foot long.
It was actually I could put it in my mouth again. You know, when you
Is that
pull it
your
down,
test?
it's like that's my test. It's like if I can chew in my hair, it's time for a haircut. It's a true story.
I believe it. I believe it. You know, you look like Jason Bourne.
See, I had a few parties to go, or not a few parties. to go
Parties,
to.
Graeme. You're not
There was a 40th birthday party.
What?
Did I
You're
have
not
to go-
supposed to do any of
outdoor
this.
barbecue.
Outdoor bar. Still, I hope there was only 3 people from one household for 10 minutes.
Of course.
Whatever the rules are anymore. That like we're
Nobody
supposed to
knows,
do.
man. But it was all outdoors and it was all great.
Nice. Was it good? See
Yeah.
some faces.
Oh yeah,
Everyone have loads of news.
loads, like loads.
Good. To
But it's
catch
mad
up.
because it was weird because the kids there, right? There was.
Just
It was
insane.
all cousins seeing each other again for
Yeah.
the first time
Country
in
club. So it was
ages.
like 500 of them. Was there?
Well, no, there was about 10 kids altogether, and but they're all awkward, socially awkward
Oh,
now.
no,
Man.
really?
You know,
Aw.
just the ones who hadn't seen the other ones in a while were just like, oh, we shouldn't. And there was all this
Oh,
kind of
no.
elbowy stuff going on, but then, like obviously, after a while,
yeah, they're all
it
like,
took a while, but it's weird. Because even
hard to see with kids.
some of the people there were saying, "Jeez, that's weird. It's such a
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking to see the kids like that.
Tell
They're
whose
just
parents
like,
who have been really strict and
Yeah.
like obviously screaming at them and telling them, "Don't touch it!
Yeah.
Don't touch! Strangers are danger. They really are."
yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, eventually they got because they're kids, like, so they're
Yeah,
gonna,
they forget everything like 10 seconds.
yeah. After a while, but
Enough sugar, they'll do anything.
yeah.
That's good.
There was so much sugar. They
Yeah.
had like a sweet cart. It was a 40th, like went all out. There was a donut wall with like 40 donuts on it.
Jesus.
And then there was like the desserts were ridiculous. I'm trying to stay healthy.
Yeah,
I'm
I
trying
know.
to keep fit. And
This
I
is the
swear
hard-
to God,
yeah.
man, I was Grace's birthday the week before, and then now it was the brother-in-law's birthday this week. And I was just like, how am I ever going to lose weight?
I know.
If all that's being thrown in front of me
Yeah.
all the time
It's like being
is
an
chocolate
alcoholic.
biscuit cake, some crazy Malteser stuff being made.
Yeah.
Everybody made their own desserts and brought them. There was literally about 50
Table,
cakes there,
growing
man.
table of things.
And you're
Yeah.
just sitting at the table. And once you're sitting at it, everything was in front of me. And I was just like, you're just picking, man. It was
Yeah, picking will get you. It's like being an
Yeah.
alcoholic though, when you realise everyone's just offering you booze all the time. You're like, please.
The
try-
couscous wasn't touched.
Try
Nobody touched the
Nobody
couscous.
wants the couscous.
Or the couscous.
Who brought that? Couscous. Who brought that?
It was salad. The salads were made.
Salads.
The couscous.
Does it have like raisins and stuff in it or whatever?
No, it
People
didn't.
mix
Just
it around?
like scallions and
Yeah.
tomatoes, stuff like that. Like
Who wants it though? Yeah, you all know you should. But that's the thing
Yeah.
apparently that we evolved that like back in the day sugar would have been so rare and hard to get, and like salt and stuff. So you just obsess over it. So if there was any chance of getting some, you'd like climb a tree and fight off bees to get some honey and do anything you could, or salt, and then a rock and climb in a cave. Whereas green vegetables would have just been everywhere and you would have been munching them all day long anyway. So you were like, I don't ever have to want these because I'm going to be eating them anyway. Whereas now you have the choice. So we're still working off the old wiring where it's like sugar, oh my god, even though there's just sugar everywhere all the time and you can just eat sugar all day long. It's really hard though, especially I know
really
it's an Irish
amazing
thing.
desserts, though, man. They really went all out.
But was everyone being, even if you're like, no, I'm fine, thanks, everyone's like, oh, go on,
Yeah.
you'll have a bit of this.
Yeah, you will.
They keep offering you everything
Toblerone
until
cheesecake.
you'll have a bit of this.
Just like-
Toblerone cheesecake.
Oh man, there was everything.
You'll
Everywhere.
have a bit of this. What about this one? What
Apple
about this
tart.
one? No, I'm fine. No, I'm this. Did you ever get that? And you say no to like 58 things,
Yeah.
and eventually you go, they're not going to stop
And
offering
once
me
you
something.
say yes,
Yeah.
that just opens the
But
gates.
also they go, I knew you wanted. I knew. I told you he wanted some. He was only being polite there. He was sitting there. He was starving. Look, go on. Have to. Here. Now he's open. Yeah, shove it all in. Oh, it's good. But that's nice. You had a good chat with the barber, because sometimes barbers are like taxi drivers, where if a chat happens naturally, it could be quite pleasant. But if it doesn't happen, it's nice if it's quiet. The worst is the awkward, like 40 minutes
If you
of
started a conversation and then it ends,
it just stops.
and then it's, and then it's like, what can I say now? What will I say now?
You're like, do I just throw something out there random?
You hate awkward silences, do you?
I don't hate them. I'm just
Look,
aware
it
of
sounds
them.
like you do, Joe. You can't do the awkward silence with the masseuse
massage.
or the masseur. You can't get the awkward silence in the taxi.
The colonic. No, I can't do them. I'm just saying it's interesting. Everyone knows what it's like. You know what it's like. You just don't. You just keep talking. You know, you've never had an awkward silence in your life.
Oh yeah.
You sit in the lift and go, "Well, Graeme, how's it going? Oh yeah, fine. Not too bad. How's yourself? What's going on?"
The weather's woeful at the minute, isn't it?
Just chatting away.
Jesus.
No, I'm awkward. I'm too aware of everything, of everybody. So
okay.
It's that thing when you're like, everything's, you're being nice to people. It's like, I'm not even being nice to other people. It's like them being awkward makes me feel, so I just like try and make them not awkward.
Okay.
Ever do that?
Yeah.
There you go. But anyway, so did you go to town the weekend to throw any bottles of guards or anything like that?
I didn't, man. I really thought there was enough people doing that for me that I didn't
like
need
it's
to.
it's a bit overdone at the moment.
Dublin has fallen apart, man. Somebody needs to get in there and save Dublin.
Yeah, we need
it's
like
hard now.
Batman to come in and just
we need somebody like a hero. Like, can people just smarten up? Can they just like
smarten up? You
just
need to go
smarten up.
We need
for
you to
God's
be there
sake
with your new haircut and just go, "Here, lads, would you ever smarten up now?" Throwing that stuff around.
But they're wrecking the gaff, man.
Yeah.
Like, just stop, will you? Like, go out there and enjoy your outdoor summer, but don't destroy the gaff, man. You're wrecking me beloved Dublin City.
Ireland, this is what we like doing. We like getting locked and smashing places up.
But the smashing up now is unnecessary.
That's what we've done. It's just, they're all congregating.
That's what happens when you lock people up for. No, it's
I know,
not, man. You
it's
don't
really
have
not.
to turn into these horrible bastards who are ruining everything on everybody else.
Yeah. Well, the arguments on both sides is funny that people are like, oh, it's the guards' fault, they should be like managing this better, or this is people just naturally have been locked up for 18 months, there's nowhere to go. If the pubs were open, if the benches were around, they'd be having a nice time. Like, I don't think that's an excuse.
You know what it is, man? It's pure tuggery, man. That's all it is.
Pure tuggery. Organised. I know.
Like, they had the party on South William Street, there was rubbish everywhere. They were like, there should have been more bins, there should have been this, there should have been that, and then they gave them everything that they asked for, and then they set the bins on fire. Do you know what I mean? That is tuggery. That's an absolute disgrace.
There is, but there's always that thing in Irish society where there's like whatever 5 or 10%, and who will just like, their only joy in life seems to be like ruining other people's fun. That's like their only entertainment is like wrecking whatever's going on. So it is that bad thing where like, this is why we can't have nice things, that like the government and stuff stops building them, or they stop putting like bush shelters up because they're getting smashed, or trees because someone's snapping them all the time, so everyone suffers because of the dopes. But yeah, there are some dopes though. It's great. I think it's the thing
like,
where,
how's it gonna, like, is it gonna change when they open the pubs again? Like, the pubs are open now.
I know.
Today.
Yeah.
So like, what's gonna happen there? I wouldn't be wanting anybody in my pub right now, man.
It's bad.
They're gonna get them in and they're all gonna start killing each other in pubs now.
It's bad headlines to have for a week before you're like, please come and enjoy our outside dining in city centre.
Just throwing chairs everywhere, setting the furniture on fire, man.
I just miss the city, guys. It's so good. I'm gonna bring my mom in for lunch. Yeah,
man. I feel like getting out of Dodge, man. You're as well to leave the country at the minute. This place, it's an absolute shambles.
Where are you gonna go?
There was arrests in Cork, everywhere. Like, they're all just losing the absolute plot.
I know.
Like,
it's all the ne'er-do-wells who are normally, I don't know, cordoned off somewhere else. I think what happened is, especially because it's big mobs of teenagers, I'm saying during all the proper lockdowns when everyone's supposed to be at home, obviously there's sections of teenagers who will never be at home for whatever reason, so they were all meeting up and forming these like super posses, like just massive mobs. I think they figured out that if you're a teenager, the guards can't really do anything to you, and also as an individual, if you're a part of like 100 people, very little chance of you ever getting caught or hurt or doing it. You're kind of this like swarming gang of like mosquitoes basically. So we got to break that habit, maybe try and do that. The social media, Graeme, they're all texting each other and arranging to meet up. and they're videoing it for the TikTok, getting them likes, getting them retweets.
You get retweets and likes for like
for the gram. They're doing it for the gram.
Doing ridiculous stuff. Like, just going out to ruin everything. It's upsetting, man. It gets me so angry.
It is
just
upsetting.
Thinking about it, man. It's like
it is very upsetting. But it's just that thing of like, it's just such a negative. It's that thing of like people who want to make things worse. Do you know? And we were young, we were stupid and stuff like that, and you can be very annoying and loud as teenagers and stuff. But the idea to actually destroy places or actually be like looking to like fight the guards and see what happens. Do you know what I mean?
3 guards were hospitalised with balls
people
thrown at them.
And your man was Eamon Ryan, the Green Party's like, I know, but they shouldn't be using the shields and the sticks though. It's very, you should be doing it a bit better. You're like, lads, if you're going
sorry, you go out, leave the shield at home, lads, leave the battens and just go in and go, sorry lads, would you mind heading home,
guys,
please?
could you move out of here? You're not supposed to be drinking cans on the steps now. There's too many people congregating. The health guidelines currently at the moment of that. We're not supposed to have smash. Yeah, good luck,
man.
I don't know, it'll calm down, but we'll see. It's good news though. I think the news is pushing it. They love it as well. The news, they're like, oh yeah, lockdown drama. It was kind of happening all over, but city centre. I know city centre is a shame. Everyone's hitting the suburbs now. It's becoming, everyone's like, ooh.
Oh yeah, the locals are laughing at it. They're like, oh, happy days. Come to your local.
Please,
we're safe here. Like, you know, this is where you want to be.
All the riots are in town. But it's a funny thing. I was reading something, and some guy, apparently they did studies eventually, they figured out against all what they taught in like psychology that especially with boys, teenage boys, that when you have a group of them together, whoever's the worst behaved one actually affects the rest of them and makes the rest of them behave worse.
Okay.
Because they thought it was like a balance out thing. So even if you have a really badly behaved boy and you put him in with like the 20 like nicest guys in the world, he'll make all them
they'll all gravitate towards what he does. Oh, geez.
It just tilts. So they used to do all these things apparently in like the 50s and 60s all over the place in American stuff where they'd try and help like inner city youth or people who were like had horrible lives or were living quite rough, and they'd like bring them all out to these camps in the country and stuff and try and get them like a taste of normal life. But they didn't realize then they were just like forming these like super teams of like the worst kids from all over the city. So rather than engage with the thing, they were all actually just like going crazier and crazier. So
yeah,
it's hard.
All it takes is one bad egg.
It is, and it's hard to deal with then because you're not sure what to do. But it is unfortunately sometimes the company you keep. So boys are stupid and very impressionable, and the dopiest one will set the tone. So batting charges all around.
Yeah.
You're getting all where you're like, yeah, smash them up, guards. Go on, get in there.
So what else is there left to do? Like, we've tried reasoning with them.
We've tried
giving them what they want.
Yeah, exactly.
And now they're just ripping the piss.
They are. But that's the thing. I think there's that idea of like, they misunderstood this and people are doing that and you just need to do this and blah blah blah, and you're like, these kids would dance on your head for a laugh. Like, they're not they're enjoying taking the piss that whatever you say they'll do the opposite no matter what. So
but what if we just say please, like,
I know,
lads, please stop doing this.
Guys, come on, we're just trying to have a nice time, we just never cop on. But loads of European people always say it here that like they can't believe the level of like casual violence and like vandalism that they get, the average like kind of maniac gets away with here, because those places in Europe, like if you mess around, like the guards here, for whatever you say about the guards and many problems they do have, they actually aren't that aggressive or violent, you know.
They're not.
Where if you go to like Spain or France or Poland or something like that,
they'll beat the crap out of you for doing anything.
Just kick the head off you for looking at them sideways, like, and they will love doing it. They're looking for an excuse. You go to some place, and like we were going through Amsterdam, and it wasn't even that late, but it was like the busy street kind of up the Damrak kind of square and stuff like that. Maybe like 8 or 9 p.m. on a Friday, and every 20 feet there was a guard or whatever, a Dutch policeman who looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger with like a dog on a leash and like a big tank, and 10 of them just walking around going, go on, what are you gonna do? Let's do something.
Oh, that'd put you off it.
It would. And it was nice to walk around. I was like, okay, because if there is that crowd thing going on when there's a big manic crowd and everyone's drinking, there's always that air of like kind of like Viking madness of like this is going to just turn into like something insane very quickly, whereas you don't really get that away too much. So But who's to say? Maybe it's just our Irish drinking summer. Maybe once the pubs are open and you can put everyone into pubs.
Yeah.
And the poor bar staff and benches are back to being the ones dealing with it all the
Yeah,
time.
man, dealing with that nonsense, like, but we'll get only time will tell, Joe. But I really hope, we just need to get them off the streets now, in fairness. Because it's mostly because those people who are causing all the hassle will be the ones who won't be able to go into pubs and buy pints all night either. Like,
well, exactly. They won't be let in because they are probably just all underage and just mobs of things roaming around using the dark.
Well, they'd rather spend their €6 on 6 cans
than
true. Go into a pint and buy 1 pint. Or go into a bar and buy 1 pint for 6.
Yeah, that's very good economics, Graeme. That's how you'll get them. You're right. That's it.
Just raise the price.
Yeah.
Right. But don't do that, because I enjoy me cheap drink as well. Like, you know,
price them out of it. No, I'm sure it'll calm down. It's just become a bit of a trend. I think that's what happens as well. It's kind of like the kind of football hooliganism or even the football racism and all that horrible stuff. The more you get the sort of official condemnation and news, the more they realise they're getting the rise out of it and they're getting the attention, so they kind of, it almost provokes it more. So you kind of, it's like everything, you almost have to ignore it and
just like
fades
poking
away.
a bear.
Yeah, we're just like, it's like those monsters in films where it's like, his power is from our attention, let's all turn our backs on them, and they're like, no, no, no. So like the little kids who go around throwing eggs at you in town and stuff like that. You know that sort.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I know it'll all work out, but it's annoying for now. It's annoying for the people who own business in town, or the people going to town just trying to get open after being closed for a year and a half, and you're like, oh, it's a riot.
Yeah.
Oh well, we'll have to get on with it. But there you go. They all have misunderstood childhoods and hard lives. It's our fault, really, Graeme.
Society's fault. Oh, society. Okay, I thought it was.
It's
was my fault there for a second. I was like, what am I going to do? I'm sorry.
You didn't even question that it was your fault. You were just instantly going, shit, what have I done? How do I fix it?
It's your fault.
Too good, Graeme. You take too much responsibility. But yeah, so we need a few Polish policemen to come over.
Like those lads on the Lewis, man. They look dangerous.
They do.
Whenever those lads are on the Lewis, I'm like, get me off this thing before this kicks off, man. Like, they look like they look, but even if when you've paid, you're like, oh Jesus, shit. I hope this came up on the thing, or so these boys are gonna beat the living crap out of
your leap card didn't quite beat,
or you're just waiting for somebody to cause trouble then as well. You just don't want to be on the Lewis, man, an enclosed space if anything kicks off.
Contained environment that's moving at speed. It's like Snowpiercer. You're gonna end up like, what was it, Predator 2? Did you ever see Predator
Under
2?
Siege 2.
Under Siege 2. A lot of 2s have train action, apparently. That's funny. All those films are like, number 2.
Unstoppable.
Yeah. 2.
That was on the bus. Train movies are good, man.
Train movies are
train
good.
Movie.
I don't see any that much anymore. Yeah, train just moving fast. Guys fighting on top of it, falling off, getting squished.
Yeah. What was that Christmas movie with Tom Hanks?
The Polar Express.
Oh yeah,
Polar Express. Santa's got another thing coming. I don't know what it was. I never saw it. It was the creepy one where they tried to do all the lifelike motion capture of like faces, and they all looked like kind of dead dolls that were like singing songs.
I like them. It's a solid Christmas movie.
Is it? Okay, good. Tom Hanks, he's a sign of quality.
He is.
Yeah, I'd tell you. He's got a good brand. What did I watch? Oh, I watched the Mare of Easttown.
Oh yeah,
I was watching it.
You got it in?
It was good. Yeah.
Amazing.
It was good. It was pretty funny though as well. There were some bits I was laughing at, even though it's so miserable.
Oh yeah, incredibly miserable.
Yeah, but that was the thing.
I just loved it, man. I thought the acting was brilliant, and the show, like, you didn't know until the last episode what was who was what. Like,
but that was
which is a real whodunit that lasted till the end.
There was a lot of twists though at the end, but it was fun. I thought at the end it was going to just end up being like, no matter everyone she talked to was like, "Man, I gotta tell you something." It was me. It was like every single person that because it was funny. It was really good production values and like. Acting and stuff, but I think it does that HBO thing where it's like really gritty and everything looks really authentic and lifelike, but then the story was like, it was kind of like EastEnders. Everyone's lives were just so miserable. Like everyone was I don't know how many teenage mothers and like disturbed sons and everyone's like, yeah, suicide, cancer, unemployed, opioid addict, bloated.
It's a lot.
Yeah, completely. Everyone had the worst
Don't
life
ever be grown. Don't grow up in Easttown.
Apparently, Easttown,
you're going to be like troubled.
Apparently you're going to have a real troubled life. You're going to be psychotic, or you're going to have a baby and then get murdered, and then the baby will get moved around and go, "It's not my baby, it's his baby. Whose baby is it? It's their baby. He's the father." And they all had that. What was the accent they all had? It was like
where is Easttown? Where
I think
is
it's
it
in like Pennsylvania or somewhere. It's supposed to be that like like the north of England. It's like big industrial towns that all the factories have closed, so it's just nothing around, and it's just cold and miserable and stuff. Kind of northeast USA. But yeah, they all said, "You're gonna go to the show." It was like that real actors thing where they like keep hitting it because it's obviously the sound, like the way
it's
Boston.
the thing you have to say to get into the accent.
Yeah. Like the Boston where they're all like, "Car, put the car down by the bar. I'm going real far, huh?" Whereas that was like, "Oh, down the show, you know, we're going home to the womb." And everyone's like, "Why is everyone saying this?" And then,
it was good though, man.
I did enjoy it. I liked Mare though. We're going to give you spoilers though, because I thought at the start it was like it was kind of a silly bit in the middle where it was they were like trying to get her off the case, and it was like I thought she was going to be like a complete asshole and everyone was real tough and everyone hated her, but she was just obviously an amazing police detective and like she just didn't blink at doing that. But then it was like, I planted heroin on my...
Yeah, she should have been fired.
I mean,
she should have lost her job.
Seems a bit of a step too far.
She planted heroin.
On a drug addict. She gave heroin to a recovering drug addict.
Yeah. And then also, like, she was found in a house when she was supposed to be off the case.
That was the bit I thought was
after
the funniest.
killing the man and getting another guy killed. It's like, how is she not being fired? Like,
and not only was she not fired, the guy
she get promoted.
Man, we need you back on this case. I know we suspended you for planting heroin on a drug addict to get custody of a child that's not yours, but... And then you kept continuing on with the investigation.
Yeah.
Discovered loads of evidence that you did not share with the police.
Yeah.
You got the actual detective to go with you to a house with no backup or telling him where you were. You got his head blown off. He was the only nice guy in the entire place.
He was brilliant, man.
He was so the best character.
When he died.
I thought he was the best character because everyone else was so miserable and so like, I'm drinking,
Oh, he was drinking beer, man. Yeah. Every single scene.
That was you. I think that's you because we was watching it with Julianne and she was like, "Oh, they're always eating such delicious stuff," and I was like slagging that you said that. I was like, it sounds like both your problems that you were just like, "Oh, frosty beer, look at him, looks so good." But he was good. The guy, the detective friend. He did some great drunk acting. That acting where he was in the bar and he was hammered.
Oh, yeah.
That's hard to do. Do you know when people act drunk and they do it too much or not? He was like, that was really good.
Yeah.
I'm completely pissed. Bit of acting. Yeah, that was a spoiler. Spoiler alert, he gets his head blown off in the middle. Yeah, he was really good. And then Guy Pearce just picking up a check. I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah, I think he was just there to show.
Is he like
Mare's, kind of a red herring. Yeah,
we were like, oh,
could it be him?
But I guess maybe it's just that thing when you know a bit. No one else has a clue who he is. Maybe.
But I think it's just to show that Mare's life, show. How she's.
Well, there was a lot of that more. Yeah,
and that this is her trying to get back to normal and all that.
She has been through so much.
Yeah,
not as much as that woman at the end, though.
No, sir.
That was so funny. I was like, and then she kept going up to the people and going, "I'm real sorry about, arresting your husband and your son and your brother-in-law."
Yeah. Oh man. she just like, oh man. When she broke down at the end, man, I was there going, that poor woman.
Yeah, and then your man's like, "Hey, babe, I know we put it in you, but can you take that other kid in? Maybe."
Yeah.
I was like, maybe not. Maybe don't put that on.
Oh man.
There was a lot of misery.
I felt for her.
Yeah, but it was like that Nomadland thing. I was like, this isn't the kind of show people who actually live in East Town want to watch. They want to watch like The Big Bang Theory or something.
Yeah.
This is the show that rich people in LA and New York are like, God, this is so
I needed a break after Mare in East Town from all the stuff, and then
it was a lot. And
I ended up watching Ted Lasso.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
It's
good, isn't it?
Oh, it's great.
It's like the exact
opposite.
opposite.
A breath of fresh air, man.
It's so nice.
It's so nice. This guy is lovely. Yeah. I love this. He's just.
That's what I was telling everybody. I was like, it's like the whole comedy show is about just this guy is so indefatigably nice. He's just so pleasant.
Just positive vibes.
Yeah, it's a real feel good one that actually works.
Yeah.
I really liked it. That was really well done.
Is there only one season?
I think there's another one due like soon. But yeah, just the one out.
And then it was like
the football stuff was good. You like that whole side of it? It's nice. It's kind of funny. It was well done, I thought, because it was kind of a piss take. And again, spoiler that they didn't just like win the whole thing. Do you know what I mean? That was quite good. That it didn't just work.
Yeah. Brought down to earth.
Yeah, and the characters as well, the kind of Roy Keane type guy and the little flash striker guy.
Oh yeah,
Jamie and stuff. It was very
class, man.
Really good characters.
Really enjoyed it. And and then I enjoyed the delicious romp that was Army of the Dead.
Oh, did you watch it?
Watched it, man. Loved it.
Oh, did you? Oh, good. Because I wasn't sure. It's so bizarre,
so
like
gory, and it's
that
tiger scene was just like it's going on for ages.
It is a lot. It's like the Revenant. Someone said it's like that.
Yeah, exactly, with the bear attack.
And you're like, oh, okay, I get it.
Leave him alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Just finish him off, will you?
Someone made the point because they were saying it's very like Aliens. Remember the second one where they Ripley and all the Marines and they're all just getting picked off.
The best
and
one.
It is very much
I love that.
And even it's like they say the same lines, and there's one with like a red bandana and stuff. But the bit where it's the same guy in Aliens, remember he betrays them. He's like the nerdy, like the corporate guy, and he kind of locks them in. And he runs away, and he runs into an alien. And it's just like alien sees him, and you cut and you go, well, he's got munched. Whereas in this one, it's like no, he's 25.
I'm show you everything.
I'm just getting like chomped, just like chewing his head.
Oh, it's just the makeup was amazing, man.
Very. I think that's the big thing now they're doing. Someone said
it looks so real, like.
But they're realizing now when they used to do all CGI, it was kind of stupid, and people were not really enjoying it. So they're finding the good mix of like practical stuff around the actors and people, and then the CGI sort of like the background and stuff. So it was really good.
Now what man about the end, obviously
silly,
you know, the guy coming out after a nuclear bomb being dropped. He just strolls out of the place.
Like Indiana Jones.
Get out of town, right? Get out of town.
Oh yeah, it was stupid. It didn't really need it as well. And then you're like, and then he also like somehow walked out of the fallout zone, got to like an airfield, rented a plane, flew all the way to Mexico, and then went, oh wait,
I've been bit.
Like the rest of the guys were returning in 10 seconds, and he was like an hour later, 5 days later. A bit of a hole there, but the rest of it was kind of believable. The rest, I think it might have happened. Well, that's the thing. I was saying the script is super silly, but the kind of idea,
a zombie baby as well.
And someone said, but why do they need a baby? Because they just bite each other and you don't need it. So like there's lots of stupid stuff in your man.
I know, but like even though like
the zombie baby
enjoyable gory zombie
was, and it was like big, good idea, and the opening's really cool, I thought, and all the zombies taking over Las Vegas.
Oh, so well done, man.
And the music is all
the music is amazing
stuff. He loves all the rock stuff. They're kind of like Dublin at the moment. It looks a little similar.
100%.
Zombies are taking over hordes of zombies.
If one of those undesirables bites you,
you'll become one of them overnight. You develop a lust for warm cider and throwing the empty bottle at the nearest police officer.
And setting stuff on fire.
Well, that's always part of it. You gotta keep warm. It's only like 25 degrees out.
And then last night, Gabe missed the choice. I was like, I was like, I need a break from all this sort of,
blood and guts.
Well, not even the blood and guts. I'm talking about more the depressing Mare of Easttown kind of
misery.
I need a break.
My dad.
So then I gave the missus a choice.
She picked and
I was like, we can watch Yesterday.
Oh yeah,
which is the movie about the Beatles and enjoyable.
It's quite good.
I'd imagine, because we didn't get to watch it. Because guess what we watched instead?
What's the most
movie
called film in the world?
Believe Me.
Oh no!
About
someone getting like
a girl getting kidnapped and continuously raped for days. And then
nobody believes her.
Nobody believes her.
I've seen that come up.
About a serial killer, basically. I can't remember what his name was, can't remember her name, can't remember much of it. Like, I was just there watching it going,
but I remember how it made me feel. Absolutely terrible.
Not again.
It's based on a true story. It's one of those miserable ones as well. It's like,
but she had a heart. That was like her or I don't know who he was.
Yeah.
He was like the boyfriend of our granny.
Oh God.
Who was like basically
like
sexually assaulting her at home while the granny knew
even,
what was going on,
no.
and her man knew what was going on, and she was like, "You don't know how lucky you have it. It could be a lot worse." And then she gets kidnapped. And then all that stuff happens to her, and she was like, in fairness, she was lucky she wasn't killed, because your man was a serial killer and killed everybody else that he like kidnapped.
So is that what
she was the one who got let go.
You don't know how good you have it. Yeah.
But like, that was just misery upon misery.
Wow. Because I've seen
based on a true story.
Yeah, that's like, when they really get you with that. And that's not even to like inform you, that's just to make you feel worse somehow. They're like, this really happened. There's a woman out there who's like dealing with this.
Yeah. But now she's a cop.
Well, good.
And she deals with, just
shoots everyone.
Sexual predators,
no,
basically.
Really
she works with kids, you know?
Wow, God. Kid sexual predators? That's the hardest thing. No, sorry, that's a bad joke. I'm sorry. It's a bad joke. It was too funny. They're the roughest ones. Well, that's amazing. It's amazing when people actually do that, just actually suffer unbelievable hardship and tragedy.
How she comes out the other side of that, man, it's just unbelievable.
Like, just to actually take it on more.
But then, like, it was crazy the way she did it, because I don't know, like, it's obviously based on a true story, so obviously a lot of it is probably just dramatized or whatever, but when she was being kidnapped, she just remembered all the details of everything.
Oh wow. So
she said, I'm going to have to remember all this so that if I go to a police station, I'll be able to tell them like all the details I have. So it was like 22 steps up to the where I was. There was green carpet, there was red carpet in the car, and then she was leaving bits of evidence wherever she could. She was leaving her fingerprints on mirrors.
James Bond,
kind of.
Yeah, but it's terrible. A lot of women think that way, and unfortunately they have to. When something like that happens, they're like, "Oh, it's happening. The thing I was always scared of. Let's get ready." Do you know what I mean? And they're like, "Yeah, I got to remember details." Yeah, because I've seen that come up. I think it's on Netflix, and the little picture, it's like #1 in Ireland, 8 weeks running.
Yeah,
but the picture looks kind of, it's like a cool logo. It's all neon and blue, and it looks quite attractive. But when I read the little description, I was like, maybe not now.
Yeah,
it's funny. I don't know what's going on. Why does everyone need to watch?
I don't know.
True rape and murder continuously. Is everyone that bored? Are we like the Romans now, sitting around going?
We need more comedies like Ted Lasso.
Exactly.
Yeah, Ted Lasso,
life-affirming things that
these sorts of movies are. I need another break. I say this every time I meet you, Joe.
Every time Grace gets to pick, man. Grace has just got some bloodlust on her. She's just dying for a bit of kitchen sink drama. Is that what they used to call it? But even harder. But you check yesterday.
I'm going to check out yesterday.
It's nice. It's a bit cheesy and it's a bit of a gimmick, but it actually works.
It's because on the when you put on Netflix and you put on yesterday, just to hover over it before you pick it, a picture of James Corden comes up.
James Corden?
Oh,
was he in it?
And I was like, why are you having it? Like, you have all the lead actors in it, like, and you're putting his head up. He drives me mad.
I don't like him at all. Even that Friends reunion was on, and I didn't particularly care about it.
I enjoyed it.
Did you watch it? Well, I was gonna go. I had Friends as a big deal when I was young. I'd happily watch it, and then when I saw him at the trailer, I was like, I'm literally not watching it now. I can't have him.
A lot of people said that,
elbowing his way. Yeah, but he's just so. He's one of the. He just strikes me as the most insincere person ever. He's so phony.
That's what people say about him. All right, man.
Yeah, he's kind of he's one of those people who pretends to be like, oh, I'm just a little guy, oh yeah, but he's like real pushy and cutthroat and ruthless, kind of like elbowing his way up to the front, like that carpool thing. Apparently that was something else they did in like Red Nose Day with someone else. He kind of took the idea. It was like George Michael did it.
Oh yeah,
first for like that English charity.
Was it with him? Or
I don't know if it was him even. It might have been something else. Maybe it was him, but then he just took it as his own idea, and it's a way for like him to get to sit beside like the most famous musicians in the world and like sing with them in their songs. And it's almost like that thing of like, hey, I'm just going to stand beside you and just get in the picture, and you're like, oh, okay, give us a break, you absolute melt. He's a melt. I hope he never hears this.
A melt.
Career will be over. But that he put me off watching it. Literally, I was like, I just can't.
But now, in fairness, he's not really in it.
Yeah.
You know, it's mostly the Friends characters, and then he's in it.
It's mostly the Friends actors looking incredibly old and plastic surgery.
Oh yeah, I mean, do any of them have emotions anymore? The ones who look the best were your one who's like, oh my god.
Janice, yeah,
Janice,
and she's like, she was really attractive back in the day, but her character was just so
she
overdone.
Still looks fine. She's allowed herself to age gracefully
into a beautiful, mature
as
woman.
Did Lisa Kudrow. She hasn't touched herself.
Yeah.
And Joey has just gotten a bit big, but he hasn't touched himself.
No, he just
Do you know what I mean?
Looks well. It's funny the difference it makes, and it's real easy to say when you're not an aging woman in Hollywood, but
yeah, exactly.
You do it to look young at the start, and maybe it works, but it's like this weird, like short-term thing that the older you get, the worse it looks, kind of thing. And the more you have to keep doing it, and then by the time you actually hit 50 or 60, you just look completely insane. Whereas I think if you don't do anything, you have a rough period, maybe 30s, 40s, where you do go, oh, I'm getting a bit older. But when you're older, even for men as well, that you look good in your 50s and 60s, because you look like some women have aged.
Look at Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
Look at Judi Dench. You know,
Judi Dench has had loads of work done.
No, she hasn't.
I don't know. Imagine she was the worst of all. She's just completely Botoxed out of it. No, but exactly. But you look cool. Because it's hard now. You see,
but you're not going to get the old people parts with all the work done.
Well, this is the problem with women. Women parts are like 25 and then 60.
Yeah,
there's thing in the middle. Whereas men are like, apparently there's something with the Oscars where the average age of winning Best Actress Oscar is like 28 or something insane, and the average age of winning Best Actor Oscar is like 48.
Oh wow,
or something. So
okay,
still time for us, but
not a lot of time though, man. That's
you got eight. Well,
9 years.
9 years.
8 years. Nine and a bit.
You can definitely. That's only the average. You can still go on. You can be like Morgan Freeman or so. Anthony Hopkins is fucking 90. He just won one.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Pull that out of the bag. You got time for that.
Yeah. I do. I'm going to be an Oscar-winning actor by the time I'm 90. That's what I aim for.
Yeah, that's a good thing to keep on the horizon. But it's hard. But you see poor girls nowadays, and I don't know if they're all just Instagramming themselves too much, but girls in like their 20s getting like lip fillers and like Botox and things, and they end up making themselves look like L1's trying to look young. So when you're 25, you look like some like 50-year-old glamour granny who's like puffed her lips up. But anyway, that's for me to comment on women's beauty standards. But yeah, Ted Lasso, you should watch Yesterday. Yes, you'd like Yesterday a lot.
Okay,
it's your man who did all he only wrote the scripts for Notting Hill and
one of the better
4 Weddings and a Funeral.
I'm not a huge fan of chick flicks, but they're ones that
they're really good.
I can watch.
But he'd start directing his own ones, Richard Curtis, which weren't as good. He did like Love Actually and that one About Time. Did you ever see the one with Don Gleeson?
No, I didn't see that.
Watched that one. He's like time traveler. They're kind of silly concepts, but they're enjoyable to watch. So this one, a guy gets knocked down and wakes up out of a coma, and
nobody's ever heard of them.
Yeah, and there's all weird things. So he just like takes their songs and like becomes real famous.
Brilliant.
It's enjoyable, and it's got loads of Beatles music, which is
bit of fun.
It's a nice bit of fun. A nice movie. Yeah, the kind of thing you bring your mom to, and she wouldn't be like, "What are you doing to me?"
Army of the Dead, man.
Exactly.
You're gonna love this.
This is just up your street, man.
Yeah.
You ever see a guy's face get bit off by a zombie tiger?
I can't remember the last time I went to the cinema with my mum.
No?
It's
your bad son?
No clue.
She like going though. See, some people don't.
Well, I think she's getting into it now, more so. It would have been my auntie always brought us to the cinema, you know?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And the cinemas are opening again.
Yeah, that's going to happen soon.
So maybe I should bring her to something.
To see what's out there.
There's The Quiet Place 2.
She'd love that.
Oh, yeah. It's very quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. They're all dead.
Oh, they got eaten.
Yeah. The Quiet Place 1 was brilliant.
It was very good.
That was a great flick.
What
else is coming out? The new James Bond. I can't wait.
You keep saying this movie, man. This movie better be good because you were going to
Daniel Craig as James Bond.
This is his last one.
It's his last one. It's going to be special.
He's looking crazy now. He hates it though. He's always moaning about it.
Yeah.
I hope it is special. I hope it's very good. I don't know when that was the first one that got cancelled and pushed back, and they kept announcing it, and they put like 3 dates out, and now they haven't said anything for ages. So who knows?
What else is coming out?
Loads in the cinema. Like Marvel movies like Black Widow and stuff.
Loki is starting soon as well.
Well, that's not even in the cinema. Yeah, that'll be on Disney Plus as well. That's the interesting thing because because they weren't sure that the cinemas were going to open, loads of them cracked and announced that they were going to put some of them online as well at the same time. So if they start making loads of money off that as well as the cinema, they mightn't go back. But I think they make the most money in the cinema. I think the model is that if you put it in the cinema, like you hype it up, put it in the cinema, you make loads of money. Apparently there's a big knock-on effect, like the better something does in the cinema, the better it does online, the better it does rental and streaming and stuff like that. So it's like dropping a big stone in the water, and the bigger the splash.
You didn't see Cruella or nothing like that yet, did you?
I didn't watch. I wasn't sure. It's kind of not what I'm into. I don't know. I heard it was all right though, but then again, it's like a prequel remake of a baddie kind of Disney kind of thing. So I was gonna watch it, and I was saying to Juliana, and even she was like, "I don't really care."
I like Emma Stone.
She's very good. She's very good. I'm sure she's great in it. Did you watch it?
No, I haven't seen it yet. No.
What else is good? I watched one you might like called Wrath of Man.
Wrath of Man.
Yeah, it's Jason Statham.
Okay.
Well, a good few actors in actually, but it's a Guy Ritchie movie. Although it doesn't really seem, well, it seems like a Guy Ritchie movie. I think it's a remake of some French film.
Just lads going, what?
Yeah, well, they're all supposed to be in America. I think a lot of them are actually English actors. They might have filmed it in London or something. But it's a remake of a French film. But I think he wrote this, obviously the dialogue and stuff now. So it's like a guy who, it's like armoured cars, guys who transport big loads of money around in armoured cars.
Okay.
They're always getting robbed. It seems like they live in a city where every time they leave the place, an elaborate group of high-tech people try and rob their thing. They're just always getting robbed by people. Yeah. And then Jason Statham is like a new guy who signs up, but he's all mysterious, but he's like pretty handy with the steel, if you know what I mean. Earns his keep.
What's that?
That's
regulator.
Exactly. But there's loads of amazing gunfights, but then it's all he's doing it for different reasons, and it's a backstory that like one of the gangs kills someone, one of his family.
Don't give away too much.
I'm trying. This is the very start. I won't.
Okay. It's because I'm going to watch that now. Wrath of Man.
Yeah. It's got lots of really good gunfights and action, but it is very Guy Ritchie script. Like everyone's like so macho.
Yeah.
Everyone's so macho. They talk about how they're not gay all the time, but they talk about how they're so not gay. I'm so not gay. I'd suck your fucking dick, mate. You know what I mean? But in an American voice, Joe, there's always that. It's always weird, like kind of almost homoerotic stuff. You're like, okay, we get it, guys. You're tough. I'm so not gay. I'd take your penis, I'd hold it up, I'd put it right inside my bum, alright? That's how straight I am. It's like, okay. You get it, you're tough. Yeah. They all have like nicknames like H and Bullet and whatever. Josh Hartnett's in it, and a few people. Remember
Josh Hartnett?
Yeah.
He's still around.
He's still hanging in there.
Brilliant.
And the guy,
I like him,
the guy from Mindhunter.
He was so good. That movie Sin City, man.
Sin City, yeah.
Love that.
Those were the day. Remember that? Yeah, that was a big one. The start of all the green screeny stuff. Yeah, Bruce Willis. Yeah, I'd recommend Wrath of Man. And so there's some good ones, Graeme.
Okay.
Do excellent.
And I'll have some more recommendations.
I will too. I didn't. What did I watch as well? I watched a weird. It was good, but I don't think it's anyone else's cup of tea. It was very European. It's a film called The Whistlers. It was on Netflix, but I'd heard about it before. I think it's like Romanian, but it was kind of half Spanish. And it was almost like this weird noir kind of twisty thing about a cop. He's like a corrupt cop working for like some drug gang, and they press him into doing something. But they bring him to like the Canary Islands. It was funny he said it, and he has to learn this like whistling language. They have this weird. They just make it up, but they all go like, and they can communicate without anyone knowing what they are because they're going to pull off this like heist, break this guy out of prison.
It was learning a whistle language.
Exactly. It was kind of funny as well. But yeah.
Okay.
That was all I watched. That wasn't as good. Wrath of Man, that was good.
Yeah. Okay.
Check it out. Yeah. Excellent, Graeme. Good work.
Great work, Joe.
See you next week. Who knows? Man. Well, unless maybe on the way. We're on the countdown clock.
I mean, 2 weeks and 2 days to go.
That's officially wow. Okay, so that's definitely happening anyway.
Yeah.
Get a few in, Graeme.
So. Yeah, let's see. I'll let you know. I'll keep you informed.
Please do.
As to where we are.
We'd all
the baby is now nearly 7 pounds. Apparently, they can tell that sort of stuff from the hospital.
Do they?
Amazing.
Just like poking her.
But it's really kicking the bejesus out of Grace.
That's a lot to be carrying around in your belly, isn't it? Especially when it's just wriggling.
Like we had a Chinese last night. Yeah. And it was just like
it did not. Enjoy
if you have a 36-week gestational baby in your womb. Do not eat a 5-in-1. It'll make your baby have a party in your room.
Really? It was just like
yeah, like a Rocky.
Did it enjoy it, or was it not? Was it all the
I don't know
MSG or something?
I don't know how it works,
whatever's in the what's in a 5-in-1?
I don't know if it's
chips,
food,
chicken,
or if it just happened to be that time of night. You know,
what's in the 5-in-1? Curry sauce, chicken, chips, rice.
Yeah.
What's the fifth thing?
Onion.
Like slices of onion.
Yeah,
like a big. They always. I remember. I never knew what 3-in-1 was for ages because I didn't know they were counting the sauce as a one.
Yeah,
I was like chips, rice, and
curry sauce, man.
I was like, you can't get the sauce as a one. It's a sauce.
I do love an old 3-in-1 or.
It's classic Chinese cuisine, ancient China. They had that at the Great Wall of China. You can see that guys carved in the stone, eating curry sauce and chips.
3-in-1.
Yeah, exactly. Ancient Confucius says 3-in-1 best food for meditation or something. I don't know. So don't get a 5-in-1 or the baby will just get hyped. Was it getting hyped on the MSG or the sauce or something?
Maybe. Could it maybe the spiciness?
Was it enjoying it, or was it like, stop, what's going on?
Oh, I don't know.
Hard to tell.
It could have been just that time of night. Because it tends to kick her at night.
Yeah.
She tends to kick her at night.
She does. You know, it's a she.
Yeah.
Have you developed some like tap language? You're like, dunk, 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 dunk.
Yeah.
Dunk, dunk. Dunk.
No, we do the whistles.
Oh, yeah.
And all you hear is coming from inside.
Grace, yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's mad. Like, Grace is on this Facebook group, and it's mostly boys being born at the minute, like, you know.
You think, yeah.
She joined one of these groups on Facebook that's like all people having babies around the same time. And it's like the ratio of boys to girls is like about 3-1.
But I think that because I'd heard of other people, and it was mostly girls I'd heard of, which was strange because I'd always heard of boys before. So, but it must work out. Do you know the way? Like, it's bizarre how it does that.
Yeah,
that it's like 50-50 for each person, and then across the whole country, babies being born at the same time. It seems to somehow end up with about 50-50 of each, or like 51% or 52%.
Yeah.
It's bizarre how that happens, isn't it? Because you think if it was random, you'd end up with like 1 year there was like 75% boys or something, or whatever, the other way around. But nature has a plan.
Yeah, it does, man.
Because you need more women. Apparently that's the thing. Because women make babies, so they're like more valuable. Whereas you need like one man. You just need like, because he can just make some sperm.
Yeah.
We're not that valuable, so in times of crisis maybe you're like, we need 50 women and 2 guys.
Okay.
And then they can have a great time. Yeah,
you want to be one of those guys.
Exactly. And who's then just like killed and like thrown away.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I can't do
tired.
it, guys.
Get away from me.
I can't do it.
I don't need this.
Whereas, the other way around just doesn't work because it's one woman just going, come back in 9 months, buddy. Maybe.
Yeah.
Then we'll see what we can do. But yeah, that's interesting. It's all boys. I wonder what the stats are like. If it's just that group, maybe it is. I don't know.
Well, there'll be another girl coming from us soon enough.
Coming for soon, and then I will also be a father in August.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We don't know what it's going to be. So.
Oh, nice surprise.
Always
get the surprise on the first one. It's nice.
If it's a girl as well, they can be friends. We can make them be friends.
Oh, yeah.
And they can grow up and hate each other.
Boy.
If it's a boy,
can be friends too.
You can marry them off.
I'll
get your land. That's all I want.
There's no land out there, man.
Just I'll take it. Whatever it is, it's more than I have. I'll get it. To get the house. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there.
Yeah.
Take them off. Third son. But yeah, that's the plan. Children, when you're born, you shall be married. Shall be wed. Like Game of Thrones.
Things are about to get interesting.
Things are going to get wild, Graeme.
Oh, yeah.
All this free time watching things.
Soon this podcast is going to go from watching movies and shows to just being like, I haven't slept in 5 months.
Why does anyone do this? I don't understand.
She's crying all the time, and I don't know why.
What is it? Yeah, it'll be a real reflection of our free time, how it's spent.
Yes.
Or the lack thereof. Excellent.
It'll be just like, will somebody just open up the play centres? Just open up the play centres so we can all,
the Graeme and Joe shall be
complaining about different things.
Dad moans, dad gripes. There's a good market for that though. The women are served. Women have lots of shows and YouTubes and groups and Facebook things. Dads need some representation.
There must be a dad group out.
Representation of popular culture.
The dad WhatsApp group.
I really don't want to.
Oh, you gotta get on that,
there.
Man. You get some good tips on that.
I don't want the tips. I just want to pretend I don't have a child to anyone else except to my own child. Don't tell anyone.
You just throw up the odd picture of your kid friends. Isn't she cute?
Oh, you get
and everyone's like, yeah.
Everyone's like, no.
She's lovely.
Other people's kids aren't cute. It's just your own, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Isn't that the way?
When nobody's looking, you're like, his kid is weird looking.
Yeah, exactly.
Just so weird looking.
It's really annoying. Yeah, I love my own children. That's what someone was saying. Like, I remember someone was talking about that. Like, do you like kids? Like, I like mine.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right, Graeme. Well, I'll see you next week.
Yes, you will, Joe. Hopefully.
Bring it on
but
home.
I'll let you know.
Do. Well, it'll be exciting. If you're not here, it'll be for a very good reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just do it myself and I'll take all the glory. I'll just be like real awkward. I'll try and
fill
fill a giant.
You can phone it in.
We'll do a
just
live
put me,
Zoom call.
on a mic here beside your mic.
Yeah.
And I will.
Hello, Graeme. Can you hear me? I'll
Yes.
just try and fill the most awkward silence of all time with myself. Just like, I'll do that like Garth in Wayne's World when Garth was left alone on the TV.
Yeah, it's good.
Hi guys, guess we're just like edging out of the frame. Party on, Graeme.
Party on, Joe.
I'll see you later.
See you later, guys.
Tune in next week. It's been great. It's been beautiful.
Tell a man for himself.
Every man for himself. Adieu.
Bye-bye. The Graeme and Joe Show.
That's good. That's probably a good